Hey everybody, how's it going? It's the Daily Shooter, and today I've got something pretty cool to share with you. We're going to be taking a look at the threaded barrel for the Canik TP9 Elite SE. When you buy the Canik TP9 Elite SE, it comes with a 3.6-inch barrel. The threaded barrel is 4.13 inches, so it gives you over a half an inch of extra barrel length. It's a really nice setup. It's got a lot to offer. It's actually made by Canik, so let's check it out. Okay, so here's a closer look at the Canik TP9 Elite SC. The SC is Canik's subcompact model. This is a very nice pistol. It's got a nice trigger, it is reliable, it's durable. I put it through some torture tests and it's worked out just fine. It's very accurate. It's just an all-around good pistol. It comes with a 3.6-inch match grade barrel in black, as you can see right here. But I wanted to increase the length of the barrel, so I went ahead and I looked over at Optics Planet, and they had the original Canik barrels that are threaded, imported by Century Arms. So I went ahead and I picked one of those up. If you guys are interested, you can use the discount code DAILY, and that will save you a little bit of money if you're looking for a threaded barrel for your Elite SC. So this accomplishes several things when you add a threaded barrel that's longer than the original. So again, we have the 3.6-inch barrel. This one right here is 4.13 inches. And so with that little bit more than a half an inch, you end up with more velocity, you end up with more energy at the muzzle, and you also end up with the ability to add things like maybe a small micro compensator, if that's something that you like to use, other muzzle devices, or you can even put on a suppressor. So not only do you increase the velocity and energy of the projectile, but you're also increasing the capabilities of the pistol in general. Now, for those of you who own these that are looking at the optic and wondering what this is a Swamp Fox Optics Sentinel. When I originally bought this thing, the only optic that was available for it was a shield sight. The shield sights, a lot of people didn't get behind it because they are polymer and glass, or all polymer, different materials like that, where the Swamp Fox, they came out, this fits directly into your Elite SC, and this one right here is glass and all metal construction. So it's a really nice optic. They have them in both manual adjust and auto adjust. This is the auto adjust version here. And if you guys head over there, all you have to do is use the discount code Daily Shooter over at Swamp Fox Optics, and you can save yourself like 20% off pretty much anything over there. So go ahead and check those out if you're interested in the red dot. But with that being said, let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about the barrel and some of the specs here, because I believe there are some differences, not just the threads, but there are some differences between this barrel and this barrel. Now, according to the website, this is a gold PVD coating. It looks a lot like a titanium nitride, but apparently it's a PVD coating, and the coating seems to be holding up really well. I've only put maybe 400 rounds through this, so not a ton, but ammo is kind of limited right now, so I'm limiting myself to how much I test things out. So I'm about 400 rounds into this barrel right here, and I see virtually no wear. I just went ahead and I took a cloth and just wiped all of the gunk off of it, and I was surprised that I didn't see any wear marks, which is very rare. I've tested a lot of barrels for Glocks, and usually by that 400 round mark, you're going to see at least something, maybe down here, where it locks up, or maybe here where it locks up with the top of the slide. Somewhere you're going to see some of that finish come off at around that 400 round mark, and I haven't seen anything like that with this coating. So the coating on this thing is really nice, and the lockup on it is really nice as well. When you have this in the slide, there's virtually no movement up or down when you push your thumb down on this thing. So it's got a really nice lockup, and it fits really well into the pistol. It does come with a thread protector, as you see right here. The thread protector does not have an O-ring on it. So keep that in mind. I have had it come loose just a couple times, but it wasn't really that big of a deal. You just make sure you tighten it down. I've only finger tightened this thing down. If you want to, there are some flat spots on here where you can use a tool to tighten it down a little bit more, but it's a really nice thread protector. It's not just like a basic thread protector. This thing looks really good. So it's a nice thread protector, nice coating on the barrel. It is, everything's polished around the feed ramp. It's fully supported chamber. The only thing that I can't find about it is whether or not it's a match grade barrel, because according to Canik, the original barrel, this 3.6-inch barrel, is a match grade barrel. But when I go to their website, or I go to Optics Planet's website, or anybody else, it does not say that this is a match grade barrel. So you might be going from a match grade barrel to, I don't know what you call a non-match grade barrel, non-match grade, or just standard, right? So you might be going to a non-match barrel. for me, that hasn't meant absolutely anything, because I shoot this one just as good as I shoot this one, and that's because I'm not a perfect shooter. You know, I don't do these little 2-inch groups at 15 yards like, you know, some other people can. I pretty much, you know, I'm a standard shooter, and I think at 15 yards, I have like typically like a 6-inch group or something like that. So I'm able to achieve that with both of these barrels, and it doesn't really seem like I'm getting anything better out of the 3.6. Now, I don't own a suppressor, so I don't have a way to test this out with a suppressor. That's not really the reason I bought it. I really bought it for the extra barrel length. But I do own several universal 9mm muzzle brakes for pistols. And with those muzzle brakes, like the Tyrant CNC universal mini muzzle brake, they've worked just fine. As a matter of fact, it does help with reduce the recoil, especially on a smaller pistol a bit. So having that little muzzle device on there was kind of a nice little addition. But I decided just to take that thing off because it does kind of add an issue with holsters and things like that. So I decided to opt out of the muzzle device and just go with the barrel with the thread protector on it. I still think it looks really cool. It's a very nice barrel. The way that they design these things is very simple, but again, it just gives it a little bit of extra flair. You know, with the dual tones already with the black and the gray on the frame, and then you add this gold to it, just kind of makes it pop a little bit and it makes it look a little bit more fancy, I guess you could say. But it's a nice looking barrel, it's reliable, it's accurate, and it works really well. So, you know, there's not much else to say about a barrel. You know, as long as the barrel works, as long as the barrel functions and it's accurate and does everything that you want it to do, that's pretty much all that needs to be said to me. It comes in at a really good price, just over $100, so it's not all that expensive in terms of barrels that are gold. Usually, you know, you're looking at $169 to $199 for a typical gold barrel of this length. And I should point out that at 4.13 inches, it is actually a little bit over 1/10 of an inch longer than the standard Glock 19 barrels. So if you're going to be carrying something that has a grip that's much shorter and much more compact than a Glock 19, but with a barrel that's just slightly longer than a Glock 19, well, I think that's a pretty good combination right there. So again, if you guys want to, you can head over to Optics Planet and pick one of these up. Use that discount code DAILY, save yourself a little bit of money. And I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at this. I want to thank you all very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe. Have a great day.